In the religious sacrament of reconciliation, the target is God, to beg God and ask God for forgiveness. How do you wrong your fellow man and go to another entity to ask for forgiveness? How does this work? Abusia, the fruit of our collective minds are what produce divine judgment, not what a priest says. I am required here to prepare your conscience to watch this from threefold perspectives. First, a person who has wronged society seeks forgiveness from the people he has wronged. And two, a man who has been wronged by society for being wrongfully convicted. And then three, what we all don't know. And that is what our guest is here to disclose. What took him to prison? Who was offended? And what you, the one watching me, think about their condition and their situation. My guests will tell us about their life behind bars, and you will share your collective thoughts in the comment section. Akwaba, oath to our guest. You are here to freely express regret, accept responsibility, change, seek restitution, or request forgiveness and alignment. But if society has wronged you, we are willing to listen willingly, express regret, accept responsibility, seek your forgiveness, and show respect. Which one do you stand for? Welcome to Life Behind Bars. Okay, so Abusia, you are watching Live Behind Bars. Welcome back. Let's welcome our guest and see what happened to him. If there's any pain, anything we can do to help him, let's try and make it work. So welcome back. Papa, we welcome you to Live Behind Bars.
Thank you.
Okay, so we want to hear your story. What happened to you, your pains, everything that you went through.
Before I start, I'd like to give thanks to God for giving me another opportunity to say today. Life in prison is, I would say, is somehow horrible in one aspect. Then in another aspect, it's also fantastic, I would say. You know, being in prison is a full experience altogether. Full experience altogether. Then what really sent me to prison, I will not say I didn't do it. I did it. And it's what I've been doing for some number of years before I was apprehended and sent to prison. It happens that people bring car to me, then I sell for them. So I've done that business for quite a number of years before later I was apprehended and sent to prison. Then being sent to prison on its own, life in there, wow, is different thing altogether. I was sentenced to 20 years imprisonment. Then the first day I got into prison, I thought it's over. That was my perception. At that moment, I was sent to prison. I thought, oh, everything is over. You know, being in prison for 20 years, how long? The first day, the second day, and the third day. So I need to take my time, observe whatever activities that is going on in the prison. Because I believe that what has happened has already happened. So, find myself in prison for this meantime, what will I do with my life? My life cannot just end here. So I need to find something doing within the prison. So hopefully, if God can still make a way. So, I look around the prison facility, what can I do? Since I found myself in prison, I decided to join. There is a school in the prison. So I decided to enroll in the school. Though I've completed my school long ago, but I realized that all the activities going on in prison, the only one that I think it can favor me is to join the education sector. So I joined the education sector. That was in 2009 when I was sent to prison, which somewhere 2012, I was sent out with some of my colleagues to write the WASI. So we wrote the WASI, and by God's grace, I was able to come out with flying colors. After the WASI, there's another section of the education, that is the ICT section. So I also enrolled in the ICT section to add more value to my life. Even if I find myself in prison, that shouldn't be the end of it.
Yeah.
So I enrolled in the ICT section. I did my MVTI the first year, the second year, the higher education, and the third year, which I had my diploma in application software. So later, when I completed that, so there is nothing more for me to do in the prison. So one of the facilitators who were teaching in the ICT section asked me to be his TA, that is his teaching assistant, because of my, what I've acquired so far, and he realized that I can do it. So I started assisting him in teaching. So I taught for some number of years in prison. Then later, a program was also brought to the prison, which they have to train some of the prison officers alongside some of the inmates. What program was that? That was a paralegal. So I think 15 inmates were selected, and some of the officers were also part of it, and we were trained as a paralegal officer. And what is it about paralegal? Paralegal is simply writing a legal document to the court to assist some of the prisoners who cannot represent themselves in court. So I was trained. Then I was recruited into the appeal school. In the prison, they have a school, appeal school, for any prisoner who wants to, if you are not okay with the sentence you were given, and you want to appeal against the sentence or either against the conviction. So I was one of the teachers who was also trained as a paralegal officer to write an appeal for inmates. And in doing so, I think I wrote a lot of appeal for inmates. Some of them got their sentences reduced. Some of them were dismissed based on the aggravating factor of the case, depending on the circumstances surrounding the case. If the aggravating factor is more than the mitigating factor, then it's likely for the appeal to be dismissed. So I really helped a lot of prisoners to file appeal, and I would say 60% were successful, and I say 30% were dismissed, and others also have their acquitted and discharged. But the most surprising part of it was that along the line, I realized that the sentence given to me was also harsh. So I decided to also file an appeal. For yourself? For myself. That was somewhere in 2015. So I filed an appeal for myself, and I was sent to court. Not knowing whatever you are doing in prison, people are watching. One thing I want to say, let me digress a little bit. In prison cannot force you to change. That is one thing you should understand. I think the transformation starts within yourself.
The renewal of the mind.
Yes. So if you are ready to change, the prison officers, we have them in different kinds. If you are ready to change, and they observe that, there are people in charge, there are some of the officers in charge who will help you to change. And if you want to go other way around, they will not force you. That is what you have chosen for yourself. They will also help you to do whatever you want to do. So that is prison for you. So to me, I believe that it all starts from your mindset. If you are ready to change, they will help you. If you are not also ready, whichever way you want to go, yes, they will follow it up the same way you want it. So when I filed the appeal to the court and I was sent to court, upon getting to the court, and my case was called. It's just like the judge presiding over my case as if he knew me already. And the first statement he made was that, Mr. Johnson, I've heard a lot about you in prison. I've heard about what you've been doing in prison. You completed your WASI, you proceeded to the ICT section, you did this, you did that. I was wondering, how did you get to know that? Not knowing if you are in prison, whatever you do.
Eyeballs watching.
Yes, people are watching and they are taking records of you. I said, yes, I completed it and I did this, I did that. Okay, even currently as I'm standing before you, I'm teaching in the prison facility. He said, yes, he is aware of that. But the issue is that since I'm of benefit to the prison, this is a statement he used. Since I'm of benefit to the prison, he's not gonna let me go like that. And I raised my hand and say, my Lord, why? He said, looking at the circumstance surrounding my case, it's a felony. I said, yes, my Lord, I know it's a felony, and I'm pleading. Your sentence deserves to be added, but I won't add it. So I will leave your sentence undisturbed. That was the term used. I will leave your sentence undisturbed. If it were to be another prisoner, I would have added some years to it. But because of what we were doing in the prison, I will temper justice with mercy by leaving your sentence undisturbed. I say, okay, I'm very grateful, my Lord. So my case was dismissed.
You didn't get nothing?
I didn't get anything. So I took it in good faith. And that didn't stop what I was doing in prison. So I went back to the yard. Life in prison, apart from that, you see, where we are staying in a prison, you meet different caliber of people from different ethnic groups with different character and behaviors.
Now, when you started, you said they bring cars for you to sell. Was it they stole car for you to sell or what? I didn't get that part right.
By whatever means they get the car to me.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Mine is just to get the car sold, give them their money.
And then you take your percentage.
My percentage.
So the last one that put you in this condition, was it a stolen car? How was it?
Yes, it was a stolen car.
Oh, okay.
I started perceiving that scenario. That was the last two cars I sold for them before the one I was apprehended for. I started perceiving something like that because when they brought the car to me, I realized that no, there were blood stains in the car.
Okay.
So I tried to find out what happened. Why is there are blood stains in the car? So what happened? But the guy was trying to manipulate things. That was where I started suspecting that no, there is something wrong. And unfortunately, I have to sell the car for them, give them their money, and I take my share because it's a deal. So it was the last one they brought to me that got me into trouble. Even the one I sold the car for. So I think the car, there was a tracker in the car. And police were able to track the car and they got the man arrested and the man brought them to my shop. So that was how arrested and sent to the police station.
So what happened to those who were bringing you the car? Were they also arrested?
Yes, they were later arrested. I was told that, who are those who brought the car to me? And I meant, oh, this is the person who brought the car to me. So I led the police to their place. They were able to
So after you got to know about it, did you get the source how they get their car? Since you've seen blood stain on one car before, did you get the source in how they were getting the cars? Like, were they robbing the cars?
I tried to investigate the guy. That very day, they brought the car and there was a blood stain in it. I tried to investigate the guy, but he was trying to, I
get that. I'm saying that after they got arrested, after you were arrested from the last car, and they were also arrested, did you get the source in how they get their cars?
Yes. It was in the police station.
Robbery?
I later know, yes.
So there's a possibility that the blood stains you saw, maybe they killed somebody to take the car. That was serious.
Yes. So it was in the police station I got to know the whole facts surrounding the case.
When you got to know about it, which one baffles you and which one shocked you?
Actually, I won't say it shocked me because I started suspecting it. That was the one they brought me before the
one with the blood stains.
Yes, I started suspecting something like that. So I have decided that if I complete that mission with them, I will know how to, to create a gap between me and them. So unfortunately, that was the same issue that brought me into trouble. Yes.
But when they were bringing you the car and all that for you to sell, was the profit margin not unimaginable for you to suspect something apart from the blood stains?
It was.
But you were happy doing it, making money. Money was, you see.
That is it. So, for me in particular, I was not, I wouldn't say...
the fact that you admitted that you did, it's okay. We can't actually, you've admitted and that's it. And you have also served. So the people too, were they also in prison with you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So when you met them in prison, did you ask them why they did what they did to you?
Oh, so when I was arrested, I led the police to also capture some of them. Unfortunately, not all of them were able to arrest. So with the two guys who was arrested alongside myself and the other guys, so we were all sent to the court and were jailed. Yes.
So what were some of the cars they were snatching or robbing?
Sometimes Toyota Corolla, all these 4x4 cars, yes. So mostly that is what they go in for.
So when you got to prison or when you got to know about this, did you get any information about how they rob the cars? So those who are watching us can be careful when somebody try to apply those skills on them.
For that, I don't really know how the operation
You didn't get any information?
Yes, it's performed. But for some who always come with this taxi and this normal saloon car, they pretend as if they want to board the car. They pretend as if they are person and they want to board the car. Then they will stop you and they will ask you to send them to a location. They have knives and other things on them. They ask you to send them to a location. And it is mostly done in the night. Say around 8, 9 going that way. So when you are sending them to the location, as you are going, they will just attack you with a knife. Or they ask you to, I want to see somebody here. So can you just park here and let me see somebody? So the moment you park and the person gets out of the car, see, he's moving towards a place, but there are other guys around. So the other guys will come out from the nearby bushes and they'll attack you and take their car from you.
Let me ask this. When they snatch people's car like that, I don't think they have the papers. So how do you sell them?
For that one, there are people who also buy those exhibits.
Okay, so the ones they were bringing to you, you had papers with it. They come with papers with it.
No papers.
So how do you sell it? And how do you get papers for those who are buying from you?
Those who are buying, they don't even talk about the papers.
Wow.
Yes, because they transport it to different locations and resell it as well. That's how it's been done. And for those who want to use it, some of them may decide to use some of the cars. So they send it to sprayer and
change the color of the car.
And I don't know how they create document for it.
But they will change the number plate as well.
Change the number plate, change one or two things in it, and create document for it.
And they will still get people to do it.
Yes.
Such a country. Wow. So you've been there and you've been filing for people. Well done. We are grateful. We appreciate you. So the youth, what do you have to tell them to be careful about? 3 things they should not try to do, and the reason why you don't wish anybody to go to prison.
I would say, first of all, freedom is expensive. For those out there who don't know that freedom is expensive, I just want them to understand what freedom is. If you are, even if you at your comfort zone, you don't have anything to eat, or you don't have something doing, for the fact that you have freedom, you should thank your God. Because people who are in prison are really suffering. You'll be locked up by 4 o'clock, then they open you at 6 o'clock. So imagine somebody else come to lock you up around 4 p.m. And coming the following day, send the key somewhere which you don't even know. So what about if something happens to you before they will go for the key and come back? Anything like that. So you are vulnerable to a lot of things. You are vulnerable to a lot of things. So I just want to encourage them that they should refrain themselves from crime. Anything that will lead you into problem, that will bring problem to you, you have to detach yourself from it. Yes, it's very, 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 very important. Freedom is very expensive. Very, very, very
and
expensive.
You said that in prison, if you go there and you want to change, there are people who will help you change. If you don't want to, it's a choice you have.
It's a choice.
What can you tell us 3 things you saw in prison or happening to people in prison that was really, really disturbing you?
In prison, as I said, that the transformation starts from your mindset. The prison officers cannot force you to change. They are only taking charge of you. They are only taking care of you.
They are doing their work.
They are only doing their work. And no matter how close you are to these people, they can't take you above their work. You have, in every situation, you have a limit. Your rights have been curtailed. There are some things you cannot do. So imagine if there are some things you cannot do, you have a limited time to even do something for yourself. You have been controlled by time. 1, the food you eat is not to your satisfaction, it's not what you want. We have a term that eat what you get, not what you want. That is number 1 thing. You eat what you get, not what you want. That is prison for you. Secondly, the time you bath, you go to bed, is being regulated by someone. Imagine. Thirdly, you are in a very small cubicle with a lot of people. Very small cubicle, like you have 9 people, 10 people in one small room. The funny part of it is that in this small room, look at the number of prisoners in this small room. They will still be keeping malice with each other. In this small room, we are about 10 inmates in this small room. And let's say 2 people are keeping malice. And you can't be there and these people will be keeping malice. You have to intervene. So even if you intervene, this one can decide not to even talk to you again. And we all in the same room. So imagine if something happened right now, what do you think? What are you expecting? You might be sleeping. Somebody can just wake up in the middle of the night, pick some sharp object and use it on you. Before the prison officer will come, they will shout, complain, before the prison officer will bring the key. Maybe you are gone. And that ends it. So for that, prison, you have to use your head.
That's just to use your head. Yes. 3 things you would eliminate from the prisons. When you were there, 3 things you don't ever want it to remain there, that if you get chance right now, you will change it.
1, the place is congested. Imagine people sleeping like sardine. They pack a lot of inmates in one room. 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, you started finding yourself as if you are in the oven where they are baking bread. You sweat throughout the night. And all those people sleeping with you there, you see the sweating, you might as well be touching, yours will also be touching mine. That is, you can even contact some infections from there. That is number one. Secondly, the food they eat. The food. If you give that food to a dog you just smell the food.
What is it about that food that everybody complains about it? How? Is it not well cooked? Is it dirty? What is it about?
That food in particular, you see, it's being cooked by the inmates themselves. The food is cooked by the inmates themselves.
So you are cooking your own food to eat. So what makes it bad?
Very bad.
I want to know why. What makes it bad and how bad is it?
It's just like the banku they share like this. When they are milling the corn, it's not well milled. You see all the particles, all this chaff, everything is inside. And when they are driving it, they don't take their time. They don't just take their time. They just drive it anyhow, half done.
Half done?
Yes, half done. You just drive it anyhow, make it in a bowl and just give it to you. The soup, Mama. So the food is just very bad.
I am asking that because almost everybody that sits on this platform,
you cannot eat that prison food for a week and you not get rashes on your body.
That's why I'm asking why. Somebody even said that the Moreno, when they are fitting it, they use their legs.
I think that very one, it depends on the inmates who have been selected to do the food. Some of them are so daft to the extent that you know that it is your colleagues who are going to eat this.
Yes, and are they not also eating?
They are also part of, they will just do the food anyhow. They will tell you that, Maame and
oh.
Yes, Maame and a higher prison until you eat what you get, not what you want. So whichever way they prepare the food, you eat it that way. You have no
So
option.
they are doing their own cells. If 10 people are sleeping in a room and 2 can make malice, the same way they are taking to the food too.
Yes.
It's not the officers that are giving you bad food, but our own.
The prisoner themselves.
Oh.
But the officers are there to monitor what is going on, to see to how the food is being cooked and other things. But because of the place is congested. So because of the number, they don't take their time to do the food. They do it anyhow and they bring it to you.
They do it anyhow and
Yes.
they bring it to you.
So you have no option than to eat.
Have no option
Yes.
than to eat. You are watching Live Behind Bars. Okay, that's number 2. You are left with one more.
And thirdly, in prison, there are 3 symbols that represent what you should, if you want to stay successfully in prison and move and go out of prisons without any harm or without any problem, there are 3 principles you should comply with.
Very important.
1, you see, you no see. When somebody is doing his thing and you realize that what this person is doing is bad, even if you see with your eye, close it.
Finish.
You see, you no see. So there is a monkey.
See no evil, hear no evil, talk no evil.
Yes, exactly. Close your eye, even when you see something. Somebody has said something against another. I'm going to kill this person, I'm going to do that. Or either to an inmate or to a prison officer. I hear, I don't hear. Close your ears. It's none of your business. If you don't know you do that, you are in trouble. You will be the next target. So if you want to stay successful in prison, you just be on your track. Don't dissuade. Don't step on somebody's toe. Don't step on somebody's toe. So
Number 3.
if you are able to comply by this rule,
you will survive.
You will survive.
Okay. Any last words for the public? Any advice for the youth, especially that are coming? Because your own, you know the profit margin was huge, but you were happy for the money. You didn't think twice. You saw blood stains. You still continued till you ended up in this.
Another thing I would also like to say is that not everybody in prison is a criminal. Yes, it's not everybody in prison is a criminal, because some people are in prison based on what they've committed, but some people are also in prison based on what they don't know anything about it. So, even looking at the number of inmates we have in our prisons here, some are being caused by the police. No thorough investigation was conducted on their cases. Imagine something has happened at a place. Maybe robbery has gone on at a place. And after some minutes, the police people came around to inspect the place, and they were arresting some people. You've arrested some people who are even innocent of the crime. They don't know anything about the crime. You have to conduct a thorough investigation to see to it that this person is really involved or not. But they don't do that. I witnessed some when I was in the police station. A guy was just passing by. And where he was passing, I think robbery has occurred in that particular scene. And the guy was, unfortunately, he was passing at that moment and he was apprehended. They brought him to the cell. The next thing, they conducted an identification parade. Identification parade is that when you are in the police cell, they will line you up. And
for the person to come and point.
Those people who are the victim will just come and identify if you are the one or not.
If you are not lucky.
And this guy was pointed at. And this guy didn't know anything about the case. The woman was saying that those who robbed her were putting on the same dress. And that was exactly what got this guy into this trouble. This guy said heaven and earth. No way. He said he didn't know anything about this. He didn't know anything about this. To the extent that the guy wanted to commit suicide in the police station. So in prison, not everybody is a criminal. Some people are there on criminal cases. Some are there on civil cases. So what about those who are there on civil cases? Are they criminal? Some people are they are owing debt, and that has led them to the prison. So will you call these people a criminal? Not everybody. So it is high time we have to change that perception we are having. That
and they are all living at one place. If we can even separate them
at one place. When I was in prison, I was fortunate to meet this man, Abu Gapeli, Honorable Abu Gapeli. Will you call is that man a criminal? But due to one or two reasons, he has found himself in prison. So not everybody in prison is a criminal. So
that's why they call that place is everybody's home.
Yes, everybody is a potential prisoner. So that is it. I think that ideology has to be transformed.
Truthfully.
That
very
if
important.
You find yourself in prison, you are this, you are that. No, there are a lot of innocent people in
Somebody
prison.
can even frame you.
They are just a victim of circumstances. So how do we bring these people out of that issue? So the police people to have to look into this thing and make sure that before they send an accused person to court, or before they arrange anybody before the law court, they make sure that this person is really involved in the on the charge level that
we ourselves, blacks, we are not truthful. We are not truthful. We lie. We lie too much. So how would they even know? And we don't have machines here to tell. How would you know? And now that everything that's going on, there is money involved. How would you know? Oh, it's difficult. We are making life difficult for our own selves because of money. Everything, money.
And one thing too I can also say about prison is that, long stay in prison doesn't reform the mind. Imagine somebody who has been sentenced to 50 years, 80 years, 100 years, 150 years and over. So how long that person himself, what is going to be the person's lifespan? And you are sentencing somebody to 50 years, 80 years imprisonment, 100 years imprisonment. for how long will the person will even spend in this life? You are giving that
and
kind
they should
of
say
sentence.
life prekon. Anna.
So long stay in prison does not reform the mind. Yes, it only cause more harm to the person, because when you stay long in prison, at the end of the line, as you are serving your jail term, some people, they tend to feel remorse of what they have done. Oh, so if I get another opportunity, then I will do what? I will change my mindset. But here is the case, the person is serving long sentence. And the more you continue staying in prison for years, yes, you feel remorse of what you have done, and you promise not to do it again. But how long do you still have to spend in prison? For how long will you continue to stay in prison? So if the person like this who have felt remorse of what he has done, what are you doing about it? Should the person continue languishing in prison because he has committed a crime? No, it shouldn't be like that. At least there should be a kind of parole, or there should be a kind of, amnesty to such people.
It all depends on how to know the truth about the remorsefulness of the person.
We have intelligence among these prison officers. That is what I said, that whatever you do in a prison, there are officers.
They know.
They know. The kind of life you are living in the prison, they can tell. You don't even know the officer, but every officer can tell what you are doing in the prison.
But people can also pretend.
You can't pretend in prison.
Oh, okay.
In prison, there is no way you pretend.
Wow.
The situation within that facility will
doesn't
force
give you the space to...
your real self will force it out.
Oh my God.
All the officers in the prison, they know everybody in that prison. They know everybody. They know what you can do. They know what you cannot do. So if you call a prison officer, ask prison officer about any inmate, they can tell you that, no, this person...
They look at you with their... They've dealt with people for a very long time.
They are very intelligent. Those prison officers you are saying, they are very, very, very intelligent.
So when you came back, the monies you made before you were apprehended, you came to meet all your things, your wife, your girlfriends, everything. You came to meet them intact. How is the treatment like after prison?
The moment you are sent to prison, whatever you have outside is no more yours. Even if your family is in care, even if your own family, they are in charge of everything you have, it is no more yours. Imagine that you are in prison, you have properties outside, and you are languishing in prison. For God so good, I think now you can call your relative to do one or two things for you with the help of the officers. If you call them, oh, I want you to do this for me, I want you to do that for me. Only God can touch their hearts for them to do those things for you, because they believe that where you are, they believe that is the end.
You are finished.
Yes, that is the end of it. So 80% of those who are in prison who have properties outside, I think at the end of the day, most of them they tend having a stroke and other things because of what they left outside, and they found themselves in prison, and they are not get access to what they have outside. The family tend to misuse everything for them because they know that you can't, after all, you can't come out and come out.
And if they know the number of years given to you, what can you do?
So there is nothing you can do. It only takes the grace of God for you to serve your jail term successfully, come out of prison, and meet what you have left outside.
Okay. So when you went to the prison, how old were you?
When I went to the prison, I was 23. 23?
Yes. The age is... The 23 years, what were you looking for money for? So much. Wanted to be rich, have cars, big house. Life is too short. Wow. So how is your family treating you now? Is everything okay? How long have you been out, and what are you doing now? Are you facing any difficulties right now?
Actually, when I was in prison, before I went to prison, I've already lost my mom. But whilst I was in prison, I also lost my dad before I came out of prison. I spent 14 years in prison.
So sorry.
Yes. So when I came out, it was a whole lot. No family is ready to take you. So I just thank God that when I was in prison, I utilized my time well. Yes, so I engaged myself in education, and God so good in 2019, UCC also brought their distance learning into the prison, which I also enrolled in. So I left the prison before my graduation. So it was a following. I left the prison in 2022. Then in 2023, I graduated. So that is what is keeping me on now. I studied mathematics. I did education. I majored in mathematics and minor in
So you
science.
are now teaching?
Yes, I'm now.
But I learned, someone said on this same show that if you are an ex-convict, the government doesn't enroll you in.
Actually, it's not all the sector.
Oh, okay.
Issue is, I think, the security sector and other things. If you are an ex-convict, you are not allowed to plunge into those areas.
I'm happy now you are okay and comfortable. You have girlfriend and everything. Because one guy also said that because you are an ex-convict, girls don't want you.
No, it depends on how you portray yourself. You know, as I said, it's with the mind. As for me in particular, the prison has really
because you are speaking English. You said you went to your SHH there, so you have really benefited.
The prison has really helped me.
Yeah.
I will not deny that fact.
Yeah.
It has really helped me. So it is your lifestyle that brings people to you. So when they see the way you live your life, the way you portray yourself, people will like to, oh, who is this guy? They would like to come close. Yeah, that is it.
Okay. Your last words.
And I will entreat my brothers and sisters out there. They should live well. Freedom is expensive. I always say that word. Freedom is very, very expensive.
It's easy. It looks easy and simple, but very expensive.
Very expensive. So do what you know you can do the best and stay away from crime. Anything that will take you, that will send you to police station or that will bring problem to you, you have to stay away from it. Yes, God time is the best. Do what you can do and do it better.
Do what you can do and do it better. Thank you so much for coming, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching Live Behind Bars. If you also have a story, we are open. Thank you for watching.